Well, there you go. The camera's back on again. So this is a quick video. Well, I say quick video, it's probably going to ramble on for a while. I am, right, how do I start this? It's been a while. A lot has happened since my last videos. I had a lot of time to think. So just to give you a quick rundown, and I'll try and give you a quick rundown, but knowing me, I'll probably just ramble on for ages. I lost the last studio. I do have loads of video footage that I've been shooting of all these bits. I've just not been really kind of like, well, mentally I haven't sort of just been able to kind of get myself back onto this and actually doing all of it, like editing it and doing all that bit and everything. So I lost the last studio, so and that was a kind of a really quick kind of like, I had to get out and get into a new space. I'm in the new space. It's now January. I've been in here sort of, I mean, it's just completely flown by, really. So I got in, that was probably in August time, but there was a lot to do. There was a lot of kind of stuff that was here already that I had to kind of get rid of, and I'm still sort of sorting through that. And then on top of that, I knew that I was having my hip replaced. And that's been kind of like, just taking up my mental kind of space of kind of like getting this place into sort of some form of kind of workshop again, but back to kind of my workshop, and then also on top of that, then recovering from having my hip replaced, which is pretty much kind of there. I mean, they say it's going to take about a year to kind of like properly heal, but I had it done in November, and that's good. So it's good. I can just about move around. Well, I'm sort of definitely feeling more movement back into my hip. Not that you need to know that. That's my, yeah, it's quite exciting being able to put your sock on. Anyway, so I'm kind of back on my feet. I'm back in the studio. Hopefully I thought I'd just come on camera, just say hello to everyone again. If you haven't watched my channel before, I make things. I'm a prop maker. I work in a workshop. I have my own workshop. I sort of do a bit of everything, but mainly sort of make models and props. But then it kind of like people sort of contact me and go, can you make a sign? Can you make this? Can you make that? And it sort of tends to be sort of me making everything. And then what else is there? Yeah, so the studio I'd say is kind of like 70% there. There's still stuff that I need to go and get from the last place, my other garage, my storage, where a lot of stuff that went into that. I've sort of been reluctant to kind of bring it all here because I don't want to be all overwhelmed with kind of stuff to sort out. So I'm kind of like bringing bits and pieces back in slowly and sort of going through it, having a bit of a kind of, I've been sort of really thinking about what I really wanted to come on camera and just sort of talk about was that I've had sort of quite a bit of time to think about things without being in the workshop, and it's really made me kind of sort of understand myself a little bit more, and hopefully kind of like be able to kind of like convey that to you and sort of just give you an idea of kind of what it's like to sort of be a freelance model maker and a prop maker and an artist in the world, and sort of the ups and downs of it all and everything. I won't lie, I've kind of, definitely been feeling sort of since the operation, or just pre to the operation, it's been a pretty, I haven't been able to work or anything. So I'm at that stage now where I'm desperate for some money from like selling either artwork or kind of getting back into things, and sort of just putting myself back out there, and hopefully sort of some, but January tends to always be a bit quiet, which is a bit annoying. So it's sort of, haven't been able to kind of work, and then haven't had the workshops. It's been a pretty long period of time where I haven't had sort of a decent kind of like chunk of work or anything. So that's been playing on me. And so that's probably why I haven't really sort of come on camera. It's been really sort of like just slowly sort of ebbing away at kind of like, oh God, I've got to think about that, or I've got to do that. And then what tends to happen in my world, Ben's world, is I kind of tend to sort of become a bit kind of rabbit in the headlights and don't know which way to sort of turn. But New Year and all that, and hopefully back in the workshop. So it's really now, with the operation out of the way, because that was always looming, now that's out of the way and I've got the new space, it's really kind of like, it's all, what's the word I'm looking for? It's all sort of, it's time to try and get this back up again. Because I really do enjoy making these videos and sort of trying to sort of show you my madness. And I sort of enjoy this process, and I feel like it's kind of, I do enjoy this process. I've just sort of, as I said, I won't kind of labour the point, but it's been a heavy few months, and sort of now, so I'm kind of getting back into it slowly. Just that's one of the things that's been really tricky, is kind of that getting over something like that. That it's not that I've been sitting on my arse. I've been sort of doing kind of drawing at home, and sort of I've got a new show that's hopefully going to be this year at some point, that I've been making bits and pieces for in the studio. But I'm also wanting to do some kind of soundscapes to go with them. So I've been sort of doing that at home. I'm doing a lot of graphic stuff, kind of. So I've got these this range of stuff that I do called Saucy Hot Monsters. That haven't really been, they're on my website, but they're sort of really for when I have exhibitions. I've got kind of lots of different things at different prices that people can kind of like sort of see. I always like to sort of try and give as much as I possibly can that kind of gives a different pay, different sort of pay scale, that kind of like, so there's the stuff that I've been working on for quite a while that the show is about, but then I suppose like the kind of the gift shop stuff, which is sort of a bit of a lost leader, but it kind of means, in terms of like the amount of work that you put into it, I'm trying really hard to kind of like make things that are not as time consuming, but I end up making, I end up kind of like overcompensating and being like, oh, I could just add that and I could just add this and something. But the demons I have to deal with. Anyway, so Saucy Hot Monsters, they're just kind of like these little funny little old school, where are we? So there's the Bigfoot and Madam Mantis, Saucy Boy, two more. Creature with the Black Lagoon. I am a bit of a stickler for, I'm a bit of a kind of, I do love a good pun. And Stepmommy. They're all a bit sort of saucy, as the name, as the title. And they come in a bottle. Right there, that's one. So they come in their own hot sauce bottle. There's a keyhole at the back, and then there's the monster inside. It's not focusing anyway. But there's there's pictures on my website. So I'm sort of been doing that. So I made that little book to kind of add to the mix, as a bit of a sort of, so there's all sorts of, and so I've got each one comes with its own trading card, and there's a lot of work that kind of goes into them. But and then what else have I got? What else have I been doing? So I've got a couple of other pieces that I've been sort of trying to kind of like work out what the show really is about, and that was a good sort of time to kind of really sort of just focus on the new show and sort of what is it about, what is it that I'm trying to say, and sort of really sort of honing that in. So hopefully in probably about February, March, maybe depending on how much I actually kind of get my finger out my arse and sort of get on with it. I am my own worst enemy. Anyway, I'm back on it now, and if you want to know other information, if you want to sort of hit me up, all my details are in the links and everything, as per usual. Be great to chat to you. I'm just really happy to kind of like have a space again. It's been this is sort of a new kind of adventure, really, in terms of having a dedicated workspace, because I've always sort of been sort of part of other things or inside another building. I've never had an outdoor space, so that's quite exciting. So there's stuff happening here. I'm kind of hopefully going to sort of generate a bit more of a buzz around kind of what I'm doing here. Yeah, so follow along. It's I am going to cut it there, and hopefully I should edit this. Not hopefully I will. Well, hopefully I'll just be able to put this straight out. That's the plan. Less editing, more just me waffling. If you like me waffling, great. If you don't, sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, if you want to see anything, or if you want me to talk about anything particular, my process, more about my process, hit me up. Yeah, anyway, I'm definitely now waffling, sorry. Bless you, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
A secret too horrifying to share.
What is it? An evil curse? An insane hoax? A nightmare?
Where does the dream finish and reality begin?
Are you dreaming? Or is this a waking nightmare?
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly? Baffling questions, astounding questions that not even the world's greatest scientific minds can answer.
That's just a sample of films to come. You can't please all the people all the time. See you soon.
An astounding hoax. He carried off the impersonation brilliantly, except for one thing. Bubble gum in his pocket, indeed.